Ah, another Spitfire game. We are in the DB-605 and we're playing with Sergeant Rock. What's up, buddy? He is flying probably, and I'm going to be honest here, I've always liked the DB-605 just because it's just, it's that good. There's not a whole lot of things it can't do. It's not the best at anything, but pretty fucking good about just about everything else. So, we got a 5 objective map here. It looks to be at least 2 on each side. 1 specialist ME410 and then 1 specialist Spitfire 1. Kind of interesting. Drops down on his first target here, which is the airfield here. Picks up the boomerang. Round we go. Starts putting some cannon shells into him. Nails him. Needs at least 2 kills probably here to finish this off. And those pesky boomerangs just fucking don't want to cooperate. Pulls around. Stays on the boomerang. What's he doing? He's almost dead. Oh. Think he might have hit the other guy. Finishes him off. Picks up the objective. And he's got 1 red baddie here. Now, the DB-605 is one of those planes pretty hard to fuck with. It is very good at what it does. And the Focke-Wulf 190 is not at the right altitude for this. He gets burned to fuck. So, Egon and the Focke-Wulf 190, I think, like I said, once again, the bots don't go to school and they get fucking wrecked. Finds the Spitfire 1 right here. Spitfire 1 really does not have much of a chance here. Pulls up. He's in the climb, trying to get to altitude. Where are we going, Rod? Where are we going? Where are we going, Rock? Looks like he's just trying to get to altitude. Pulls up, and there he goes. Now he flips back over here. Pulls back down, finds the Spitfire 1 in Norden. Norden seems to be interested in the other plane, and Rock has got on his tail here, which is usually not a good thing, especially Spitfire and Spitfire action. DB-605 turns just as well as the Spitfire 1. Yeah, there we go. Finishes him off. He's got the center, command center turned into the blue here, and now he's going to have to deal with at least 4 baddies. Picks up the F4F. F4F, yeah, he's pretty much fucked. What a shit plane. I don't know anybody that likes the F4F. However, he's lost one of the bots. Yeah, and they've turned it back a little bit. He's going to have to work a little bit harder here. Pulls around on the boomerang. Boomerang's almost dead. Starts working him over here. Finishes him off. There we go. Oh, shit. Unfortunately, he's lost 2 fighters right off the bat here. Picks up the P-38F. He's coming through. Almost got the P-30F. However, he's got something on his tail. And it looks to be... what's on his tail here? Oh, one of the defense fighters. Yeah, that's amazing how all of a sudden they become expert aerial dogfighters. Also, he does have an ME-209V4, which can be kind of a pain, especially if he starts making diving passes. It is almost impossible. The ME-294 does make a mistake here. I will give him credit. He is just a bot. He does not know any better. Pulls around on the boomerang here. They've turned it back completely white. Fucking wow. Just when he thinks he gets it, they fucking flip it back. And, of course, they flipped it into the red. Finishes off that. Turns it back to neutral. However, he does have 3 red baddies right relatively close here. And he's sitting at 21 health. Ooh. Gets nailed by the A6M5. 68-72. It's a 1-1. It's not good. It's not good at all. Spawning back in here shortly, I hope. He's got Riviera 2017, 2017, and the BF-110E, who's on fire and is low and looks to be running for his life from at least one other red baddie who's right on his tail. What is behind you? Oh, it's the specialist, and he's way too close at 540 meters. Yeah. So, Rock, heading back to the center here, which has been fought over pretty hard. Just when he thinks he's going to get it, they end up pulling out some bullshit and killing at least a couple planes and turning it back to the white. So, picks up his first target, which is the SE-100. Yeah. He seems to be interested more in heading out of the objective, not turning around. Oh, never mind. Now he does. Rock picks him up, finishes him off, puts him up to 6,800. Still 1-1 right now, 67-69. So it's not like it's going to shit real quick here. However, there seems to be a fair amount of red baddies. Yeah, a 5-on-3 is always interesting. Pulls down in here, picks up the ME-209-34. He's still sitting there with 52 health. However, yeah, he is almost dead. Pulls around, he's looking for him. Ah, there he is. Finds the F4F again. Starts turning back to blue. 2 red baddies. Ooh, what is he gonna do? Pulls around on the boomerang. Let's see if he can knock out one more. All he needs is one more kill to turn this objective blue. And he picks the boomerang. Come on, 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 come on. Fuck those guns sometimes. Even at that range. Slows it down. Picks up the command center. Picked up the 2-to-1 multiplier, which is going to help. He's got 1 red baddie on his tail. Ooh, there we go. It is one of the heavy fighters. Yeah, those are always kind of a pain. FT-38F is on the run. Gets a nice couple bursts into him. Almost gets him. There you go. Picks it up. 2-to-1 multiplier. Burns him out. And he's got a bomber formation up and running, who seems to be being ignored, but unfortunately, which isn't always the best because it's going to have to go past the spawn. He's on to the next set here. He's got a boomerang, and he's got at least 1 multi-roll here to help him out a little bit. Pulls down, finds the boomerang. He's got to kill at least 3 here to pick it up. They've got the sector in the stronghold. It's a 2-2 multiplier. Let's see if he can pick up the boomerang. Picks up the boomerang here, like he said, which goes a long ways toward finishing this. They got the bomber formation coming in. Yeah, these boomerangs are all outside of the objective, which is fine. They die there anyway. He needs 2 more to finish off this objective. Even if he doesn't quite get it, he's still got the bomber formation coming to drop in a matter of a few seconds here. Finishes him off, nails that, picks up the Summer Storm, 10,000 for the personal points, and now with the 3-to-1 multiplier advantage. So every plane he shoots down now is worth 3. They're still down 56-58. Super tight game here. Spitfire 1 on the opposing team has shut down Olaf. This should be interesting. They have 4 planes in the center, but there is quite a few blue planes. So see if he can keep this up here. The next bomber flight is spawned, which is of course headed toward the stronghold, which is always going to be helpful. Eric, the ME-410, has picked off the SE-100, and finally for the first time they've taken the lead. Yeah, 56-49. 3-1 right now, the advantage to the blue team for the multiplier. P-38F seems to be in a climb. I don't know what he's up to here. He's probably not going to like this. It's one of the advantages to the Spitfire DB-605 is that it has a better altitude performance than the regular Spitfire. So P-38F is like, yeah, we're just going to lazily turn our way around here and then get fucked up. Loses his pilot. And here we go with the DB. This is, like I said, one of the advantages to the DB-605 is that it has much better altitude performance than the regular Spitfire. Lets him pull down here on the P-38F. P-38F is trying to run, however it's not going to work with the 20 millimeters on this gun, as well as the fact that there's a P-30F right on his tail. 54-34, 3-to-1 multiplier. Looking around, looking around, looking around. Got one more red baddie coming in here, which is the bomber. The PE-2 is down. Interesting altitude choice at 1,400 meters. Pulls in on the PE-2. Starts getting wrecked. Still getting wrecked. Nice. Thankfully, the that's what I love about the enemy bot, or the friendly bots there. That's just about winged right over into there. Picks up Egon in the Focke-Wulf 198. They've picked up still 2-2 advantage right now, or they lost one. Now it's a 2-2. It's got the Wolf on fire, finishes him off, puts him up about 7,000 on the personal points. And we got a, like I said, 51-26. They have a sizable lead here. As long as they can keep these two rolling, they should be fine. Because they have, it looks to be a bomber flight inbound to the stronghold. And doesn't seem to be finally not being ignored. It's always amazing how the bots all of a sudden, yeah, okay, it's time to shoot some shit down here. Picks up the winged legend. Over he goes. Bomber flight straight above him. But he's looking for the next kill right here with the boomerang and Channing. I'm not a real big fan of this map just because you can't see shit. I know, right? They picked up the strongholds, canceled the bomber flight, fortunately. Picks up the ace. Ooh, 15,000 for the personal points. 43-21. They get the 3-1 multiplier right here. And we're starting to work again, right again on the P-38F Sebastian. We got 4 baddies here. Fortunately for them, they seem to be streaming outside of this objective. Finishes him off, gets the Akamatsu medal, and yeah, 3-2 should be interesting. 2 red baddies, 3 red baddies currently inbound. Actually, more than 3. There's fucking the whole fucking team is headed here. Picks up the A6M5, the Yamamoto. Yeah, there we go. Firepower on this plane, not the most, I should say not the most impressive. It's actually pretty fucking good. 220s, 4 machine guns. Yeah, so you got a little bit of everything. You got some range, and of course you have the sheer amount of firepower you can put out with those machine guns. Critical damages, fires, and all that other bullshit. XFL1 picks off the ME-209 V4. They're sitting 35-3 right now. Picks up 18,000 on the personal points. Thanks for the game, Rock.